Hello and welcome to the Football Manager server. My name is Muzz and I'm still the Sunderland boss. I had a little bit of negative feelings out of the last video. Obviously losing in the playoff final was not good. Didn't feel great, but still Sunderland boss. Still want to try and take them to that next level. But it's been a very tough transfer window for me. Transfer window was just shut. I'm 3 games into the season and I'll talk about that. But first, let's go to transfers. It's been an interesting season. So as you can see, I've had to spend next to nothing and sell a few players on the out, which is a shame. Because that's one of the, don't know about any other people who play this game, but my favourite aspect of Football Manager is the signing players, the transfer window. I love it, and this was very tough. As you can see, we got a lot of players in, a lot of players on free. Let's start from the bottom. So, don't know who this is. They were brought in by my, director of football. I don't know. I like to give him kind of free rein to sign some players. He looks not bad. He could potentially be sold for a potential, and he doesn't look that good. I mean, good stats actually, some good stats, potential. But now here we start with Noah Lang, who, look at that, looks a quality player, already valued at 12 million. He's going to be my starting advanced playmaker. Tomalino, Marco. He's came in and scored 2 goals for me already, so doing well there. This guy, oh, what a player he looks to be. Bernard's quality. Look at some of the stats, and he's only 21. We've got 2 Portuguese fullbacks now left. Mendes on the left and Bernard on the right. He's already come in and done very well. Charlie McCann from Man U. He's currently out on loan, but again, could be a good one for the future. A lot of good stats in there. I just couldn't fit him into my team. Look, McCormack from Chelsea. Again, a free. Good stats for a ball winning midfielder. He'll be a backup to, or a box to box for Josh Cullen. Now this is perhaps the signing of the window at the minute. Is this boy I really need to learn how to say these names. Can't say his name. I'll figure out for the next one. But looks a quality player. Then the only bit of money I actually spent was on a left back. Dimitri Mitchell came in from Bournemouth, Southampton, one of those ones, but he will be my offensive option going forward at left back. We also signed this boy. I think this was another. Yeah, this was another director of football, and then Joe McGinn. But he's on loan. He's in the final year of his contracts, and he looks a very good poacher. So we'll see if I can get him. And then we come to the unfortunate aspect, is that I've had to sell one of my favourite players of the server so far, Antonucci. Ultimately, he just hit his peak too early, I think. Some good stats, but when the bid came in, I was like, you know what, sure. Mainly because Noah Lang came in, and he looks like he could go on to be even better. Ryan Fredericks, made a loss on him, but I just had to get rid of his wage. He was on the 30 grand a week nearly. I just had to get rid of it. Anthony Evans, I never really gave him a chance. I got him for free. He done not bad when he came in, but ultimately he was just played shadow striker, and I wasn't prepared to play that. Ashley Fletcher is out on loan. purely just trying to get his value up to then sell him, which we'll see how that goes. Stephen Kingsley, again, another one I was sad to see go, but he just wasn't good enough. He just wasn't good enough. Get some good stats in there, good crossing, but he just was not. And then a lot of went out on loan. So it was like that number for me. The total that I spend is usually higher than the amount that I actually bring in. So it's a big, that as you can see, even when it was my, or is this my first season? I mean, that was just a freak buy. So, but anyway, it was a difficult transfer window for me. I'm not going to lie to you. It was tough at times. I had to bring in so many players on trial, just trying to figure out who was decent, and it was a whole process. But let's see how I've started in the championship. Started fairly well, with 7 points, 2 wins and a draw. I won against. Oh, where am I? There I am. So I won against Blackpool and Oxford. Would expect to win them, and then I also had a Hull who came up from the the Sky Bet League One. That was I just played that game. It was quite a poor game, to be honest. We hit the woodwork twice, but just very poor. The next game is the Carabao Cup against Grimsby, and I need to get through this. I've went out in the first round of every cup that I have been in, and I don't want it to happen again. So I'm going to play a pretty strong team, which we've got Swansea at home, which could actually be quite tough because I believe they are, if I go back to competition, I think they're first. Oh, no, they actually just lost. Who did they lose to? Preston. Ooh, that's interesting, because Preston, that would have been Preston's first win. Yep. So, that'll be an interesting game. Going on to, let's start off with who's playing. I believe Stuart is playing at the minute. Oh, we got a player sent off. So Stuart has been busy in the transfer market. This is actually their first game of the season, so thankfully I won't need to go over there. I will just show you their transfer history. I've actually not had a look. So Stuart had 80 million to spend, and he's actually not spent all of it, which is surprising. So he's bought Kana in 19 years old, set defensive mid, is he? Yep. Some good stats on there. Brought in Thomas Boateng. Oh, look at that. He's a quality player. And then Ryan Chertsky. 18-year-old, good player. Stuart's went for youth. And he's brought in 2 loans. Xavier, which is interesting. Why did you break it? Interesting that he's got so much money yet he decided to. And let's see, did he get rid of anyone notable? Put Ryan Emerson at loan, which I rate. But no, that's honestly, he sold Kiko Casillas. Honestly, not much to go over with Stuart. Him and Luke have been battling out for players, because they're both in the top division, and they also had pretty high transfer budgets coming. Put it in perspective, Luke had 40 million, Stuart had 80 million. I had 700k. In fact, not even that, 200k, because I had to sell the players to get that. So hopefully I've left the club in a better way, but it was pretty grim. We'll go to West Brom now and see what's going on there. I believe Luke has been busy as well. Let's see. So Jude Bellingham, great signing. Josh Timon, great signing. Oh, I don't know this. Sergio Gomez. Oh, he looks like a tasty player. He's brought in a few. He's brought in this boy Ansu Fati, who is. Look at some of the stats in this boy. Oh my god. Dribbling, acceleration, pace, decision, flair, technique. Oh. If Luke can buy him, I will be very jealous. Brought in Harry Wilson as well. So he's bringing it. He's brought in a lot. He spent 106 million. Wow, that is a lot. I didn't realise he spent that much. Brought in David Brooks as well. He's brought in some good players. Don't know how he's going to be. Wait, who's this? Oh, he bought a guy, one of the regens, I think. And then we go to the selling. He sold Alphonso Davies. I think he wouldn't have done that if Alphonso Davies didn't get an injury early on to us, so that kind of hindered him a bit. And then Jetro Williams for 27, which is a ridiculous amount of money, but look at that crossing stat. One of the main reasons Luke didn't go with him was that he just didn't get that much assists. With if you get 17-19 crossing, then you really should be trying getting a bit more. But that's Luke's story of the transfer market. 106, that's a ridiculous amount of money. I was expecting that to be less. It just goes all against what I've had to do. I've spent 160k. He spent 106 million. It puts in perspective just how different the Championship is to the Premier League. But anyway, that's all I have to say. So there'll be more videos coming out like this. Hopefully we can give you something more exciting, like a cup final or something like that. I don't want to do the playoffs again. It was heartbreaking enough doing it once. I don't want to do it again. So if you like the video, ring the bell, subscribe, do all that, and any thoughts, comments, general hostile remarks, leave them below. Thank you very much.